Hey guys, so I found another rest area on I-75, which you're passing here, which does have facilities as far as a bathroom. I'm not sure if they have a vending machine, but there are several rest areas here on I-75 as you go from the east to the west or west to the east of Florida. It's a main highway in South Florida. And so I give you some perspective that, and this one does say that it is nighttime security. At least it's posted as such. But I'm gonna take you a little drive as we go I-75, and see there's people license plates from all over the country traveling this road. A lot from Florida though as well, and just traveling the state. Again, Florida is such a huge state as far as landmass. There's so much to see. But I just figured I'd take you on a drive. There are some RVs to the back there where all the big rigs are. Excuse us for a second because you're going to be facing the sun, but then we're going to be turning back around. But either way, yeah, it's a nice trip. I've taken this trip a couple times from one side of the state to the other. It can get a little bit long. It's about a 2.5 hour ride or so, depending on the traffic. There's not much traffic today. So I'm just enjoying my time, listening to my music, and I enjoy the drives. That's part of the nomad life that I do. Like, I enjoy the drives to a certain degree. Obviously, the key is you have to take breaks along the way. You have to take periodic breaks to stretch your legs, to use the bathroom, to stop and get something to eat once in a while, whatever you need to do. Because that makes for a more enjoyable trip. If not, you're really going to not enjoy the trip, and then you're living a life of misery. You sold your house to live in your car, and now you're living a life of misery in your car. So, but overall, I feel good. I feel thankful. I was a little frustrated this morning because I lost my sunglasses, a nice pair, and just a $20 pair, but it was the light brown lenses that allowed me still to see the vivid colors of the day. So my backup pair is these dark lenses. I can't really see the vivid colors that you're seeing now, the blues and the green and stuff like that. But it is what it is. But I'm telling you, you are only one thing from a mental breakdown. You lose your sunglasses, you drop your cell phone, God forbid you get a flat tire. You think you're doing well and you're strong in life, but at any moment, any of us can be broken. And those are small things. I know, small, trivial things that I'm mentioning. But if, God forbid, you got diagnosed with a sickness or something like that, I don't care how strong you are. At any moment, you can be broken. And, that's why I say this world sucks, but wearing no underwear makes it better. And you got to be able to laugh, and you got to be able to find little things in life that help you enjoy life better, because it's so true. But you see, this is just a beautiful, straight, clear way here. Great, clear. It's cloudy skies, but it's a clear view. You see the I-75 sign on the right. You got RVs, you got regular cars going back and forth. And the temperature is about 83 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little humid today. Of course, it's humid because this is really inland. This is the heart of the state, in the middle of both coasts. So on the coast, of course, you have an ocean breeze. Here in the middle of the state, it's going to be more humid. So, of course, if you ever move to Florida, that's something you need to consider too. So, obviously, the closer you live to the ocean, the more of a breeze you're going to have. The more inland, yes, it may be cheaper. Yes, you may get more land and more privacy, but the weather conditions are going to be different. So, definitely all factors, and that's part of visiting the state, exploring the state, and understanding what part you like most, and things like that. Just make a mental note. But overall, those are just some general thoughts that I'm having today as I'm traveling. Part of traveling too, is, you're changing your routine again. So you get settled for a couple days or a couple weeks, and then you got to change your routine. You're going to leave one area, you're going to go to another area. And that is exciting. It does add a little bit of flavor to life, but it also is challenging. It also puts more of a demand for you to adapt and grow. And I think as you get older, I don't think you could travel as much as I travel. You'd have to be a static nomad. And so maybe it would be, get a property, travel once in a while, or, whatever. Because traveling does wear on your mind, body, and soul. It takes a demand. I was thinking about that as I was traveling this road, picking up my mom and driving her down to Florida. For her age, at her a place in life, that would be, I think, too demanding on her, and then too demanding on me, as I act almost like as a caretaker, and then it just makes for a trip of misery. Again, you have an idea of what something would be, but the reality of what something would be many times is not the idea. And that's why sometimes, it may seem like cold-hearted or whatever, not to do certain things with certain people, but sometimes it's the best thing for them. Sometimes it's the best thing not even to have a friendship with someone who likes you more than you like them, or vice versa. Because, the idea of, we could just be friends sounds good, but if one of you likes the other one more than the other, it's not going to be that. It's going to be misery for one person. And eventually that's going to tax both people, and both people end up unhappy. So of course I'm just rambling some thoughts, but this is part of life, and this is part of when you travel, when you're on the road. This is what you go through in your mind. You think of your first love, you think of some passionate times in life, then you think of some bad thoughts, then you think of some good thoughts, then you get inspired, then you get drained, you think about adapting to a new environment. All these things are part of life, and part of life on the road. And again, life is life. But overall, I still do enjoy this lifestyle, and that's why I do it, especially in this season of my life at 38 with a remote position that all plays a part, right? So everyone has to adapt to their state of life, their season of life, and what puts them in the best, healthiest space at that time. And everything in life changes and evolves. And I'll leave on this. Learn in life to let go. Not easy. I had to let go of those sunglasses I couldn't find this morning. It was burning me up. But the only way to go forward in life, and it's not easy to go forward, the only way to go forward in life is you have to learn to let go.